Welcome, Libra, to your reading for April 2021. We start with justice. Libra, there is something here that you need to decide about. You are weighing your options. You're being very careful before making your final decisions because you want to be fair about this. You are really going very deep inside yourself to find the answers, to figure out what is the best move for you to make here. In order to do this, you've been spending a lot of time alone to really go within yourself to find the best approach to what it is that you are facing. Yes, you really want to make a decision that is fair to everyone, and you are willing to compromise. Libra, you are taking a very mature approach to this. You don't want conflict. You would like this decision, once you've made it, to be as fair and agreeable to everyone as possible. This could even very much be a divorce. Something has caused you a lot of hurt, Libra. You feel that you are carrying this enormous weight on your shoulders. There's a lot of pain here, and you feel very alone in dealing with this. There's something that you're avoiding here, something that you know is going on, but you are avoiding actually full on facing it. There's a part to all of this that you are still hanging on to, something that's over that wasn't working for you. Yet you haven't been able to let go completely. If this is a person, then it's the realization that you are not getting any support or never did get much support from this person when you needed it. If it's a relationship that we are talking about, then this person was never the person for you, Libra. You don't want to put into this any more than you already have. You realize that you've put far too much into it already. It could even be that there is someone else already on the horizon for this person. You can see it, but you don't quite want to accept it yet, despite everything. This shows that you are very much on guard. You're keeping your guard up. It's like you're constantly expecting something bad to happen again, something devastating to come your way. So you are constantly on guard, looking, seeing what's around the corner. You don't want to be blindsided. You've been blindsided before with all of this, and you don't want that again. As a result, you are being super vigilant. There's a never again energy about this. Death is saying that you are going through a definite change right now. Something has come to an end and you are trying to find your new normal. I can see that you are very concerned about your financial security, keeping what is yours. It's not only money that you are understandably holding on to, it's also belongings and situations, even though you know that you need to let go to be able to move forward. You know you need to make the necessary changes in yourself to be able to move forward. You are still holding on to these things though, perhaps feeling that you are being bullied out of them, or that you'll be giving away too much if you let go of them. That includes things that you know no longer serve you. Libra, be careful that these things are not detrimental to your emotional and even physical health. It can be, unfortunately, for some of you, Libra, and I hope this is not the case, but some of you might recently have lost your partner. The person might have passed away. I want to make it very clear, though, that this is not a prediction. This part of the reading is about things that have already taken place and how that is influencing you. Please don't become panicky thinking that this is a prediction. If this has happened to you, then this applies to you. If it hasn't, then it's not about you. If you have lost your partner, then this could be about dealing with the estate and sorting those things out, working with lawyers and other family members, but being very much on guard. You're being very vigilant, making sure that nothing is taken from you that is yours. You're adapting to these changes, but you are afraid that you are going to end up with less than what is rightfully yours, and that you will consequently have financial struggles. I am very sorry for those of you who might be dealing with this, Libra. You are being very insecure about your situation once again, Libra. Very insecure. You're afraid that there's something that's going to slip your attention and that this will have dire consequences for you. Libra, I see so much worry here with you that all this worry could actually be what leads to you making the wrong decision, because you're being ruled by anxiety. Your decisions are coming from a place of fear. Libra, you are brave. You've got courage. So be courageous. Trust in yourself. Take charge of your fear. Don't let fear be in charge of you. Take time, Libra, to just sit in silence. Sit quietly every day. Try and clear your mind of all these thoughts running through your mind. Try to take some time out every day for this. Find an area as quiet as you are able to get. I know that this can be hard when you live in a noisy or busy environment, but do your best to find that silence somewhere in your day. Even if it's taking a candlelit bath at night once everyone else has gone to sleep, or sitting quietly in a chair. You really need those quiet moments to yourself now, Libra, to hear your inner voice and to find your courage. Currently, you are feeling stuck. You don't know which way to go. Things are on hold as a result. You feel your options are limited. But Libra, are they really as limited as you are telling yourself? You can get out of this. You could well be telling yourself that things are worse than they actually are. Libra, you are still holding on to something from the past. You still can't believe that the happiness you thought you had, or that you did have, that the life you had came to an abrupt end. That is what's holding you back at the moment. That's why you're hanging back there. You still have to fully come to terms with the fact that the life you once had is over. I can understand why it's hard for you, Libra. The rug was pulled out from under you in a big way. I can see with the Justice card over here and the Hermit going inside yourself that you are trying your best to be fair in all of this. You are trying your best to handle this as best you can, but you are still dealing with the aftershock, with the psychological damage this did to you. Try to remember that you do have control. You do have options. Don't limit yourself by looking back too much. There's nothing wrong with being retrospective. It becomes a problem when it blinds you to what your possibilities are for the future. Something is going to happen, quite possibly very soon, that's going to put you back on the right path. It's like a wake-up call. Something is going to wake you up, Libra. You're going to think with greater clarity and be more realistic about what still lies ahead of you in life. Something is coming up that will snap you out of this. You're going to be able to make the necessary decisions better once you come out of that. You're definitely starting to look at things in more practical terms. Taking a more realistic look at what it is that you've been dealing with. No longer swept away by the drama of it all. Sensibility finally comes to the fore. You are indeed becoming much sharper in your thinking. There's a breakthrough that you'll be making in your way of thinking. You're able to make decisions that you were struggling with and to make plans and communicate them to the people who need to know. You might actually be finding some answers now as well. Those answers that you've been needing to help you move on. You might even find yourself at this point, despite everything, sitting down with the person you split from and having a very honest conversation. That is what you need to help you move forward. Any financial decisions right now have to be made in very practical terms. We've got the Page of Cups reversed, and this shows that news will be coming your way that you're not looking forward to, that you don't really want to deal with. Libra, what I'm seeing here is the final end, the wrapping up of things. Perhaps even news that your ex has someone new. This will be very sad for you. You'll be mourning what was, what you dreamt could be, but now won't be, at least not with this person. Your dreams aren't over, Libra. It's just that you won't be sharing them with this particular person. Unfortunately, and I can see it from this, that this is very hard for you to deal with. I can see you're feeling sad here. Just keep in mind, Libra, that you still have you. And you're just as important as anybody else, Libra. This is going to send you in a bit of a spin. You might be restless and having racing thoughts. Emotionally, things might be a bit chaotic at this point. So yes, there are going to be some feelings of loneliness. It's all part of the process, Libra. You are going to feel alone in dealing with the pain of what you've been through, of love not going the way you had hoped it would. Expect the best, Libra. The world is working in your favor, even though it might not be immediately apparent. Understand, Libra, that this is a chapter that has ended. There will be a new chapter. Your story hasn't ended. It's just a part of it that has. Look to the future, Libra, and trust that there are good things ahead for you. I can see you've been over all of this. You've worked through those emotions, but the time is coming now for you to, as we see here, to anticipate happiness in your future. Don't tell yourself, it's never going to happen for me because this one thing went wrong. Libra, anticipate the best and be patient that it's going to happen. Believe it, Libra. And for those of you who have indeed lost somebody, a person passed away, you are having to come to terms with being single again and creating a new life for yourself. Libra, you can do it though. Remember, you are brave. Libra, I see you will soon start to look to the future and decide what it is that you want to do. At that point, I see you becoming mentally stronger as you do that. You're being very careful, making sure that you do make the right choices. I actually see you making good choices. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You are now ready to work at it and do what you need to do to build your future. So you're working towards a new goal. As I said, a new life. There's spiritual growth taking place here for you. Libra, you are definitely going to be healing from all this. And it's something that you are going to be doing very deliberately. You're finally going to be focusing on the healing aspects of all of this. And your spirit guides are there for you. Remember that they are there to guide and support you and to help you find your inner peace once again. Trust in yourself. I see this as you opening yourself to this healing. You are actively going to be taking steps and facing what has happened and healing from that, focusing on the future. Those around you, family, friends, the people you are closest to, they can see your disappointment, your hurt over what has happened. They realize that things aren't working out the way you had hoped. And they know that you are very sad and mourning the loss of that life. But they see you moving on. They see that you will move away from this sadness and head towards a new direction, a new path, healing from this. They feel that you've got the strength to do this and that you will do it, and they admire you for it. And I know, Libra, that people will say, oh, you are so strong and I admire you, or whatever, when you actually don't feel strong. People haven't seen what you've been through. They haven't fully seen that hurt and don't know exactly what this process has been like for you. But people do see you as strong, and perhaps it will help you as well to realize how strong you really are, because you have been moving through something very difficult. So, Libra, give yourself some credit. This is you going in deep. You are learning to trust yourself and your intuition. You are taking this as something that can make you wise. You will be taking the approach that this is something to learn from and grow spiritually. You are planning at some point in the not too distant future to get back out there and spend time again with family and friends. And down the road, even dating. But for now, you want to get back involved in your community again. You want to start building that life and giving yourself that financial stability that you need as you embark on this new life. We've got the Three of Pentacles coming out. With this, I see you learning something new and really committing yourself to that and working very hard at it. Having determination as far as that is concerned. You know you are going to have to work very hard to get what you want. Possibly studying something new, learning a new skill, building something new for yourself, and being willing to do the hard work. Putting in those hours, those weeks, those months, you are willing to do that. Whereas before you've been uncertain and you haven't felt very confident, I see you now as really finding your courage and going ahead and being assertive in pursuing what it is that you've now decided you want in life and the direction you're taking your life into. There's a lot of changes you're making here, but the difference here is that the changes that are coming up for you here, Libra, now with this, these changes are the changes that you have decided on. It's not stuff that circumstances have brought your way. It is what you will be creating for yourself. Well, Libra, after all of this, and I really feel for you, Libra, this is not something easy that you've been going through. This has been very hard for you. I see you taking control of your life again. After all of this, after all this doubt and sadness, you are taking control of your life and you are going forward again. That is what matters most. Going forward again after this terrible setback that you've had. On so many fronts, emotional, financial, and so forth, there's been a lot of worry for you. After all of that, Libra, you are going to be brave, as people see you to be. You are going to be brave. Do the work to heal yourself. You will learn from this and go forward from there. That is fantastic, Libra. Charge forward. Combine action with faith. Libra, I always say that when the oracle cards so strongly support what's going on with the tarot cards, then you know that this is something powerful. I see you definitely acting, not simply planning and doing nothing, but planning and then acting on those plans. Libra, give yourself a pat on the back when you get to this point. You've got to be your own cheerleader. I'm giving you a pat on the back right now. I can see it's not been easy for you. You can be proud of yourself. Libra, that is it for our reading for April 2021. We end by asking your angels, spirit guides, and departed loved ones to continue to guide and support you on your journey. Libra, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you for your May reading. Take care of yourself, Libra.